Hi, welcome. Today I'm going to teach you how to custom design luxury hair extensions. And here's today's canvas. These are 𝘗𝘰𝘤𝘬𝘯𝘀 styles in the shade Kendra. They're the 𝘗𝘰𝘤𝘬𝘯, as you can see here. And this is the shade that they were when they were purchased. They've been root tapped about 6 months ago, and they've faded quite a bit, and today we're going to give them a little bit of a facelift. I have here 5NA and Redken processing solution at a 1:1 ratio. I'm mixing it with my brush completely. I like to apply this in a downward motion first, and then moving the color upwards toward the top of the weft, really working the color completely into the hair shaft. I find that I need to reposition these from time to time to get the best, cleanest look. I don't know if you can believe it or not, but there was once a time when hairstylists were daunted by the task of custom designing hair extensions, and those days are a bit of a thing of the past. Now we love to customize these, and it really increases the amount of life that you can get out of a weft. I really enjoy flipping these over and then continuing my brush work on the back sides of the wefts. And in between flipping and from time to time, I like to wipe my fingers on a clean towel just to make sure that I'm not transferring the darkest color onto the ends of the hair and creating splotches. Now we're going to book these ends, and we're going to lay this to the side and give her a little rest. Continuing the process with the next weft, we just lay it flat right on the area that we had previously been coloring on, and continue to work the color into the top of that weft. For this particular client, I used Redken Shades EQ, and I used the formula 5NA with processing solution. So Shades EQ offers a translucency that I found to be very subtle on the root of the extension, and I prefer this because I want to see a bit of blur and less harshness at that top bit. Where the line of demarcation is, I'd like for it to be just very subtle, very understated. Now, if I were wanting to leave this look as is, I would just have a bowl of clear with an additional brush, and I would tap just below the line of demarcation, maybe about 1/2 inch away, and use a comb to brush those two areas together and blur out that line. And now it's time to set these to the side. I'm going to pick up the end, and then I'm going to close it as if it were a book. Now we're going to get into glossing the midshaft and ends. Our formula for this area is 7NA, 7P, and 9P. I mixed it at a 1:1 ratio with the processing solution. I want to talk for a moment about this table. This table belongs to the owner of the salon that I work at, and she's so generous to let us use it and paint all over it. The funny thing is, I don't think that that was the first intention with this table. She had been using it to take with her to do hair at weddings as a way to put her tools on. And one day I saw her sitting down at the table and she was prepping extensions and applying color, and without any protection on the surface, she just began to work the color into the extensions. And I realized in that moment how much of a genius she is. And so we're just so fortunate to have this table in the salon to work at. And I would encourage anyone to get one for themselves. It may seem like I spend a lot of time designing these extensions. However, in reality, it takes about 15 to 20 minutes for application and around 3 ounces of product completely mixed. I think the most time-consuming part is making sure that you're being thorough and covering both sides of the extensions and making sure that you don't see any of the previous color peeking through. So the processing time on these varies, and I would encourage you to keep a close watch on them, especially as you're trying to learn this new technique. Just use your discretion, watch that blend happen. It happens quite quickly, but in order to have the best pigment payoff and the longevity for the life of the extensions, a longer processing time may be needed. So at this point, I found that the J-Tide weft was just too delicate to color efficiently if I laid it out in one solid weft. So I folded it in half and began to apply color in this way. When it's time to install these, I'll be using a concealed method. And what that will mean is that you won't be able to see the beadwork whether she wears her hair up or down. I want to say that no matter what I'm doing, whether it's designing extensions or doing a beautiful beachy lived-in color on a client, craftsmanship above all else is at the helm of importance, and just making sure that I'm paying attention to all the subtleties, all the details of what I'm doing. If I ever become overwhelmed by the process, I like to take a deep breath and just remind myself to slow down. And we're going to wrap up here. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching. This is the final look and the previous look. I think they turned out beautifully. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you soon.